Okay, so before we get started, let's just quickly debrief on what I'm expecting from Widowmaker, okay? So, big thing is Widowmaker takes angles. Widowmaker, how deep her angles are depends on what the enemy composition is. Obviously, if there's a Genji or Tracer or Sombra or Ball or Winston, you can't like hard flank all the time. You have to be a little bit careful. You need to track your threats, anticipate them going for you. And then obviously in the raw duel, which does seem to be a thing, you want to be playing the Bane game. In other words, whenever you take a duel with a Widow, you do it because you have a mechanical advantage, you have a positional advantage, or you have a cooldown advantage. Which in Widowmaker, cooldown advantage isn't really much of a thing, it's more of a positional advantage. In other words, she doesn't know where I am, but I know where she is. Those are the duels that you look to take. You do not look to take duels, Young Gun, Take the Fall, where she knows where you are, and you don't know where she is, or when the fight is even. In other words, you both know where you are, and it's just a raw aim game.
That's really nice, but that's wrong.
What?
I know way more about playing Widow than you do.
Oh, right.
This is how you play Widow. You kill everyone on the enemy team in the first fight, and if you don't, you need to switch your throwing. And if you don't kill everyone in the first fight and you don't switch, then everyone needs to report you, and you need to just play try hard FFA until you hit masters, which you can't do because you can't do that. But that's what I've learned. That's what I've been told. You're not allowed to play Widow until you've reached masters. And if you don't kill everyone, you're throwing.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, Pepper, the Koichi Jobo, Think for the Fall, the Widow 1v1 expert. Okay, so we will watch the Widow back, and I will eat, and I will mute so you don't have to hear me chomping like a cow.
Essayons encore une fois.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. She knew where you were. Don't take the 1v1. You fight dirty. Use your brain. Okay? Use your brain. Good shot in the brig. The reason you killed the brig is because she didn't know where you were. You caught off guard. Do you really expect that you're going to just peek a Widow and be able to win that 1v1? All you're doing is you're rolling the die at that point. Don't roll the dice. Use your brain. The best Widowmakers in the world should not do Widow 1v1s like this. You use your brain. Stop re-peeking. If their Widow re-peeks, then she's the moron, and you can take a position on her and know exactly where she is. Even this is better, right? Because she forgets about you, you're closer, your hitbox moves just slightly, and it's that much harder, right? That's what you want to be doing. No chewing ASMR stream? Sorry, boys. Okay, first off, okay, and this is the second time this has become a problem. You need to track our Genji as first off, and Venomining helps. Also, though, your grapple sensitivity is absolute garbage can. Look at this. Look at where your crosshair is and look at where this grapple goes. Look at this. Your crosshair is here and your grapple goes up there. This happened in Spawn too. Fix your grapple sensitivity right now. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know the rank either. What is this? Diamond. Widow. I don't know what the grapple sense should be. Go into practice range and toy around with it. I don't even remember what mine is. But I've got way... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. His crosshair is here, and the man is grappling like a yard, 7 yards above his head. I just spit my legs. Nice. Your shoes are untied. Ha! That's great. Thank you. Continue. I'm not wearing shoes. Alright, back to the beef.
You should have stayed dead.
You see what happens when they don't know where you are? You see?
No one can hide from my sight.
First off, what the heck are loafers? I know what the word is, but I don't actually know what they are. Okay, so if I ever get caught, if I ever end up wearing this, I just want you guys to just hire a hitman and just come and take me out. Like, don't even ask questions. Just, okay, he's wearing loafers. Time to call the hitman. Take the man out. Like, bomb my house if I'm ever caught dead wearing these. Or alive, for that matter. Okay? Second thing is good sights could have been used a little later. So you're using sights when they're already in spawn, and there's really no rush for them to touch cart. I would have waited till they came out here and then pop sights, because then there's like the, okay, we want to push now, but now we have to wait. So you always want to use sights when the enemy team is really trying to retake space and you're making it really scary for them. You use sights when half of them were still in spawn, or pushing out from spawn. So you could have waited a good 3 or 4 more seconds. Second thing, or the last thing, is this is why changing angles is good. This Ana's like, ha 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 ha, I'm safe, and then you grapple, she doesn't know, and she's dead. She has 0 counterplay to that. Well, obviously there's counterplay to that, but yeah, good job. I like you notice how whenever you're changing angles, good stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Arrest whoever designed those shoes. Okay, so we're taking it easy on them. Okay.
Now, where were we?
We need to keep the payload moving.
Why is your venom mining your own spawn? Why would you not, like, you've already taken a shot here, right? You've given away your positioning, so there's no drawback to you venom mining this door here. You know? Now, if you're going to reposition and then use it, fine, but something to keep an eye on. I mean, this is why Widow's hard on attack here. Like, it's so hard to retake space. You have no damage at all. So if they just play aggressively here, if you don't hit your shots, like good shots, you're in trouble. So Widow is so much harder on short sightline maps when you're retaking space. She's like impossible. She's good in this map in general, but second point is hard, especially in second point when you haven't snowballed. Like when you're up here and you shoot the Ana and then you die, that's when you probably want to immediately swap Widow. If you're really thinking about ease of access. If you want to practice retaking space with Widow, that's fine. But it's going to be hard. Why would you not venom mine here? Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa! He was... Why would you not even, like, even now, like, just venom mine here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, okay, you get a sight line, you want to, you know, take those first couple of shots without taking the time to venom mine. I get it. But you're dropping, you're running away from a Genji chasing you, he's behind the corner, why don't you just venom mine this corner here? It's at least something. And you grapple right into the Genji. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. This is a good angle. Good job. Good job. Madman. Booty watch has fallen. Nice. Chat, should he pop? Why did he not push sights here? Why would Why would it have been mediocre to bad to have pushed sights anywhere in the last 10 seconds? Okay, I wouldn't have said bad, but it would have been less than optimal. Hair check. Give me a second. Yeah, I mean, there's no, the enemy team isn't really interested in taking a team fight here, right? Like, maybe you can get a couple of picks, but then, you know, the cart's going to push to about this point regardless of the situation. You just killed their Genji, you just killed their Ana, they're still coming back from spawn, the team fight isn't really close to being started yet. Now, you guys are pushing ahead and using ultimates to stagger them, which is okay, but Sights isn't really very good at that. Like, Sights isn't an ultimate you use 6 versus 4, or 6 versus 3 to clean them up, right? Or to keep pushing the staggers. Like, it doesn't really, it's not very good at that. So, like, you want to use sights, not now. Let your team commit with flux and keep pushing the cart, keep staggering, and you as a Widow keep pushing. But I don't want you using sights until these guys actually start to either turn things around, or when they start, like, really more, when they start to actually take space again. You're looking for exclamation mark VOD pizza burger kick. Interesting. So, sucky suck. But at least they use Nano Blade and Tire. And they just switched to Zarya. You guys should definitely win next fight. Wait a second. Wait. When did you use sights?
No one can hide from my sight.
The sights is okay. Unfortunate we missed our shots. Because shutting down that Tire would have been an easy fight win. They're on Widow again. Big brain time. Ah! Ah! Oh! What is this song called? Hang on a second. Here you go. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no.
C'est la vie. Rendez-vous avec la mort.
No, 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 no. Be very careful about this. You do not know where the enemy Widowmaker is, so any grapple like this is very, very dangerous. Because she has the advantage of like knowing the general vicinity of where you are, right? So she knows that you're somewhere here, right? You have absolutely no idea where she is. So this is always a high risk, medium reward move. Now grappling, when you know where she is, and if she doesn't know where you are, is good. This is not a neutral grapple. This is a disadvantageous grapple. And you're lucky that she's repositioning herself. This is fine. So chat. Why do I like this? I don't like that re-peek there. But why do I like this grapple? Why is this grapple good? Like, not neutral, but why is this? Why did we go from this grappling to being a bad to grappling being good? Exactly. It changes the angle from which you peek. So you know exactly where she is. She thinks that you're going to peek this again. Instead, you peek this again. So look at this from this Widow's perspective. Look at where her crosshair is. Do you see this? Versus look at your crosshair. Look at this. You see the difference? This is it right here. This is Widow duel science in a nutshell. Look at this. Quarter of a second in, and your crosshair is already on the enemy Widow because you know exactly where she is. The enemy Widow doesn't know where you are, and so her crosshair is here. Now, obviously, yes, 1 HP, yada, 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 but it doesn't matter here. Headshot, boink, either way. She's dead. So, obviously, ignoring the HP advantage here, this grapple was good because you can literally see the crosshair. That she had absolutely no idea that you're going to do that. Yeah, exactly. So, nice job. Good grapple. Please Venomine something. Like, honestly, like, in between fights, why not Venomine here? Why not Venomine here? You might as well. Wait, are you Venomine there? Or am I going crazy? Yeah, you do. Wait, who is Venomine there? Wait, does she have Venomine there? I don't know where her Venomine is. No, yeah, it's her Venomine, not yours. Ah! Suck. Ugh. What I would love for you to do is if you're going to do this, you technically have a slight reaction speed advantage, right? Because she has to scope in and look for you, and you're just hard scoping here. Maybe you could change your angle a little bit. So, like, this is pretty telegraphed. Maybe you could come, like, here and do what you just did. Maybe. Maybe you could go, like, here. I feel like this is one of the more obvious places for you to be. Either way, you honestly, she just out reaction speeded you. In your crosshair, like, she just beat you to the reaction. That's it. Okay. So you never use Venomine. I'm talking like never. Now there are circumstances where it's not necessary or not desirable, but you legit, even in situations where you're in a 1v1 or on a corner, in between fights where you could set up and check an angle. You never ever use your Venomine. And you're consistently egoing in Widow duels. So you're not really fighting dirty. You're like, I'm gonna re-peek this angle even though she knows exactly where I am and just hope I out-mechanic her. The only Widow duel where you actually played it smart was this grapple here. That's the only Widow duel. And even then, you re-peeked to get that initial headshot and then grappled. Right? Even then you egoed. So don't get ego. Don't worry about your ego. Good Overwatch League Widows. I mean, the best Overwatch League Widows are smart with how they use their duels, right? Or how they approach their duels. It is not a raw Widow mechanical 1v1. Like, you're laughed upon if you don't have the fundamentals of Widow 1v1 strategy in your head. Because it's not about who's got the better Kovacs reps or who spent more time in deathmatch all the time. That has a large contributing factor there. But if you are re-peeking angles, you're the mouth breather. And I'm telling you, there are Masters Widows out there with mechanics that are like GM level, but they're dumb as rocks when it comes to taking duels. Don't be that guy. Still no Venomine. Why would you not throw a Venomine here? Or here? Or, here before the fight starts? You're literally doing nothing but before the round starts. You have nothing to lose. Okay, good angle. Nice shot. Good shot. They're on McCree, so it's good for you. Venomine. While you're reloading? No Venomine. Okay, awesome. Glad to see that we're not learning from our mistakes. He's just toggling real quick. Yeah, obviously. Okay, why would you not Venomine this? This is where Genji's gonna go for you, most likely. Why would you not? What is your problem, dude? Venomine is not going to turn you into a Master's Widowmaker, but it's going to make so many of these games and these matchups easier. Get healing, please. Son of a gun, you're dumb as a bot. I don't even want to review this VOD anymore. This sucks. I'm gonna eat some rice. Venomine your feet or where the Genji is and get healing, you stupid moron. You just got massacred at 100 HP with no Venomine. Look at his HP. Look at his HP. FTMG it. Think of the fall. Look at his HP. Look at you. 1 HP. And you're sitting there taking a half HP duel with him. 9. It was 9, chat. It was 9. Was it 9? 9 HP. Uninstall. I'm gonna eat some rice.
Essayons encore une fois. No one can hide from my sight. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
No Venomine. Could have Venomine here. We could have Venomine here. And probably either one of these is going to trip right now, and the Genji's dead. Yep, 35 HP. Genji's dead. There you go. between you pop sights, you've got nothing to shoot, and you're not Venomining. You have nothing to lose. Again, I understand there are circumstances where you're too busy, you don't want to take the time to Venomine, or it might give away your position because the audio cue. You are losing nothing by Venomining in the last two circumstances, and both of those circumstances would have instantly resulted in a Genji death. Read my lips. Uninstall.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is almost ready. My ultimate is almost
You
ready.
really got to be careful about staying your welcome this long when they have a Genji. All you're saying is like, "Hi, over here, guys. I'm Genji. I'm over here. Over here. Come kill me. Right over here." This works if the enemy composition is like a Bastion junk, right? Or a Junkrat, even like a Kree, right? But if all of a sudden you keep standing here and standing here and standing here, like look at the visual. Do you see the problem here right now, chat? Do you see the problem? It's a good early angle. It's a good early poke. I don't mind it. But you're way overstaying your welcome. What do you think this Genji's gonna do? You 33 HP. You are literally a quarter of a second away from being dead. Actually baiting the Genji to kill himself. And again, you, by the way, can we just mark the fact that once again, even though you're deep in enemy territory and can probably expect a Genji flank, you still didn't Venomine. Still didn't Venomine. And now you're playing, yeah, don't even bother shooting through window as Widow. It's kind of worthless. If you have to put yourself in a really bad position to shoot through window, it's probably not worth it. And that's like a good rule for everybody, actually. Like, if you have to put yourself in a really bad angle to shoot through window, just one or two people shooting through window is really enough. Because it's sometimes good to, like, have people shooting through window, right? And then other people on an angle that are preventing the people hiding from Widow from stabilizing, right? So you shoot through window, you break the shields, you force cooldowns, they hide behind the corner, and then you as Widow are just sitting, like, right here and shooting them as they try and hide. So there's nowhere for them to hide. One or two people shooting through window is fine. If you have 6 people shooting through window, everybody's clumped up, and it's really easy to hide from it. How can I get your video reviewed? Discord. Exclamation mark Discord. Oh yeah, right. Cliff, you have a hearing issue, right? That must suck. Nice. Again, these angles are really good. I like these angles. But just be very careful about how long you're staying, and also your lack of Venomine means that you're going to get punished in these angles more. Because you're going to put yourself at a clear disadvantage in the duel. Like right now, yes, nice. That was better. That was better. And then you even Venomined. This is fine. No, this is fine. I like it. We're learning. Blade, Nano Blade, unfortunate. No big deal. From an individual standpoint, much better. Hey, look at that. You triggered a Venomine. Hey, look at that. That Tracer's looking for a flank. They're on Tracer now. Let's say that your scouting is bad. You even know what they're on now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, you overstayed. You peaked a little too early there. You could have waited. Could have waited. Unlucky sleep, though. That entire interaction where you gave up, you took an angle, and then once you gave away that you were on the angle, you left the angle, and then repositioned a little bit more conservatively was good. Now, what you do is you reposition conservatively, and then you go back and take another angle. You change your position. So you're like, angle, oh no, they're getting close, I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to take another angle. And sometimes you don't even need to go back, as I said, if they're running very slow heroes that you can see. So like example, if they weren't on Genji, you wouldn't even necessarily have needed to have left this until you like, where's the Kree? I bet he's flanking on me, right? And then you leave. But like if they're running mobile heroes, that's where you have to be very careful about how long you stay. Back to Rice.
No one can hide from my sight.
Good sights timing. I like it. I'm a fan. Team is taking space now. This gives them info. And, you know, the obvious advantage of using sights is like, look at this Zarya and Genji, man. They're scared. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. This is good. This is really good. This position right here makes it really hard for their Tracer to do anything. Their Zarya can't off-angle. The Ana is actually going to have a really hard time landing nades now. Because she can't off-angle and like look for nades. So, like, this is the power of Widow right here. You're literally nerfing the enemy's ability to do damage and to land cooldowns. You're reducing their ability to land cooldowns. So, you know, this is the power of Widow. Not just sights, but just Widow in general. Is you, like, if you're decent, you will hurt the enemy's ability to do stuff. Okay. So, again, though, just Venomine. Venomine right here. Venomine right here. So this Genji just doesn't insta-give you. Oof. Don't leave. You don't need to... I mean, I guess you can leave, but you don't have to. Nice shot. Please Venomine. Please Venomine. Please Venomine. Okay, now you're just killing people so you don't need a Venomine. Please Venomine. Please Venomine. It is one of the most obvious things that the Genji will ever do is dash up to that window and drop. And he's going to dash right-click. He's going to dash right-click, maybe deflect or drop and deflect. Okay, so they're on Widow now. Okay. But still, you need to Venomine. That Genji flank, Genji threat is still there. Okay. Chat, chat, we have a brain. We have a brain. What was good, chat? What was good? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cliff. It's not even her missing her shot. You made it a lot harder for her to hit her shot. You knew where she was. She just grappled. She's landed there. Now, chat, let's do the crosshair test. You see it? You see it? There you go. It is very self-explanatory. By the time you land her shot, her crosshair's not even on you yet. Is Echo gonna go back? Yeah, maybe Echo double hit scan. I don't know, we'll see. I still think Genji's good. He's stronger than he used to be. But he's definitely not going to be played on every map. At least I don't anticipate. But I'm not sure. I haven't scrimmed on the new patch enough or know enough about the new patch to know for sure. Really, really, really well done. Really well done. This is the second time you've done it, so it's not an accident. Keep it up. If we just get you to use your Venom Mine and not to stay on angles for like 6 years, then we're good. Lose the Nano Blade. Unfortunate. Okay, she knows you're there. This is good. This is good. This is us using our brain. Because now, yes, this doesn't really give you an advantage in the duel, but it does allow you to actually shoot people without the Widow basically keeping you in spawn. Like, this Widow might be still checking that door, right? Yeah, so let's see if she was still checking that door. Yeah, see this? She's still checking that door for a little bit while you're repositioning. Missing some shots, though. Ooh, careful. Careful, 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 careful. That's fine. Don't peek it. You're fine. Good. Nice. Very good. Very, very, very good. Great. I'm seeing some really good stuff here. It does depend more on the hero bands, yes. As long, but yeah, it depends. Like I think isn't it the word in the street that they're doing no hero bands next set?
From my sight.
Hmm.
60 seconds.
Okay. This is okay just because you have sights. When you have sights, you have a perfect peak timing window. So you can literally pre-plan when you're going to click the trigger. So I don't mind you re-peeking if you have a sights advantage. This is fine. There's the Venomine, but it's too late. It's too late. And so it doesn't actually go off. See? And Genji survives. Genji survives. With how much HP? 73 HP. That Venomine would be fully extinguished at this point in time. How much damage does Venomine do, chat? Two 200. Please, please, please.
My ultimate is charging.
Oh, it's behind my webcam. Rip. But yeah, 75. It is 75 damage on the nose. So what I'm encouraged about is you seem to have. That's a little bit of a sketch grapple. You seem to have pretty good. Seem to have a pretty good head on your shoulders when it comes to your positioning with your angles and your Widow duels. So far, you have been, except for a little bit, especially in your defense of Widow duels have been really good. Your attack, not so much. Nice, and this is great. Like, look at this, kiting the nano blade. That's really good. No Widow, so you can just sit here. There's zero reason you not to sit here. Just shoot shield. Let the Arista shoot you all you want. She's not going to kill you. Nice. Well done. Okay. So really, really well done on your defense. I think your defense was much, much better. Number one thing for you is whenever you have downtime, especially when there is a dive target, I think it's at 200 at least. Yeah, it's 300 damage. Instantly one-shots anybody that gets within 55 meters of it. When there's downtime, especially when there is a mobile or dive target that can come after you, specifically Genjis or Tracers, I'm trying to think of anything else here. Obviously tanks not so much, but you know, it's still damage. Use the Venomine. Use the Venomine. Use it as insurance so that it is that much safer for you to be able to peek it, because you know if they commit to you, you have that 75 damage available instantly. And also in situations like let's go back a little bit. Like let's say you were attacking here. Obviously Venomine at your feet isn't maybe as valuable, but you can Venomine like this or this, so if the enemy team pushes out and tries to flank you, heck, you can even Venomine back here. That Genji can't flank you if you Venomine right here. He's either going to trigger it or he's going to destroy it, and one of the other is going to tell you that he's flanking. So it's not just advantage in the duel, it's information on what that Genji is going to do. We have seen 3 times on your defense, I think. Yes, 3 times where the Genji would have died if you had Venomine. 3 times. 3 times. And numerous other times where you missed out on scouting information because you didn't use it. So again, I don't want you just using it immediately. It's not a priority, but it does need to be something that is more on your priority list than what you're doing. Be nice. Okay, I will. The honesty though, and I don't even have to be nice here, is that your grapples in the Widow duels were really good. I like you doing these little cute grapple here and this cute grapple here, and then abusing your sights because that Widow for whatever reason was taking it here. Like, nice job. And I really liked things like you spawn camping the BAP, like playing all the way right here. You overstayed your welcome, and you didn't Venomine when you until you exited. But this was really good. You have a long sight line. There's no threat that Genji's gonna kill you when he's leaving spawn. Great. Posture check. I can't please everybody. Posture check. Ugh. Huh. But yeah, lots of good things to say, but some serious glaring weaknesses that would help you out a great, great deal. Okay, Ashe. Ooh, those turrets. Really overstaying your welcome. Remember, you could go here for a little poke, but if your team isn't fighting here, then you don't want to stay here. You always want to angle around where your team wants to fight. So like, take an angle here. Why here? Well, that's where your tanks are. That's where your team is going to do stuff. If you angle here early for a little extra poke, it's fine, but you have to get out again, right? You got to get out, you got to get set up for the actual fight. If you die here, then you're feeding. You should never die here. Yeah, no problem. Workout stream when? That might actually be fun. Good? Nice. Good angle. Oh, unfortunate dynamite. And you forgot about the Ashe. Okay. So the dynamite was a little early, and then you forgot about the Ashe. So far, your errors, you've made 3 errors. And the errors are as follows. Overstaying welcome, forgetting the threat that you were in. Overstaying welcome, forgetting the threat you were in. You're still scoping in right now. You have the echo on your head. Hello? Wake up. Slow to coach gun. You're a little close here, but again, overstaying welcome, forgetting the threat you were in. You could have positioned closer to the corner here. One of those things here. This would have maybe helped a little bit, but you forget the threat that you're in. So you are forgetting about the danger that you're in. You're overextending and forgetting about the danger you're in. Would I ever position there as Ashe against Winston if they go main? Xenometal, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would not position here. I would position like here-ish. You could bait the dive, you coach gun out towards main, and then you could shoot them as you're running away.
Let's clean up this mess.
Get a 70s tracksuit and headband and do a TV-style follow-along workout session. You could totally pull it off with that hair.
That's actually would be a really funny idea. That's a funny idea. Put that in sub chat, and we'll have to do that sometime. That would be hilarious. It'd be even better if one of you guys would send me, or I could find like some old fake mustache. That would be hilarious. Okay, run. More Benny Hill. Put it in sub chat. Remind me. I'll have to look into that later. Maybe that'll be like a fun 100 subscriber special or something. Again, be careful. Be careful about what you're doing right here. Why, chat, does he need to be a little bit careful? You see this? Be careful. Don't play aggro until you have 6, right? Especially considering they're the team that's running like the super fast tempo comp with the dive and stuff. So, you'd want to be careful in general, but really take fight to 6. That's what you want. That was better. Now, I don't really like you here this early, but you did react to the echo coming for you faster than you did previously. You can bob this. You can bob it. Nice bob. Back out. Nice. Nice. By the way, chat, why was our Ashe able to kind of stay in this really, really greedy angle, which normally would be kind of a feed? Why was he able to stay here for longer than normal? Think about it. Let's look back to the situation that we were at here. How is he able to just stay here? What's happening? First off, the most important thing is that he has 6 of his team doing something, right? He's not waiting as Sigma coming back from spawn. There's the soldiers spamming from here, the warriors here, the Sigma spamming, the Zarya and Brig are in, but what else? Look what's happening. Do you see? It's exactly. There's a Bob here. Your Brig's going in. Your Zarya's going in. So you could. That's like what Bob allows you to do is to kind of play a little bit more aggressive because Bob baits a lot of attention. He's dangerous. He's scary. He shoots his gun. So you have to like hide from the Bob. You hide from the Bob, and then you can shoot people, right? Like they're not even looking at you right now. And this is obviously, oh, it's console, haha. But this is a good play. Like this is letting you play more aggressive because you're timing your aggression with your Bob and when you have 6 people on card. For example, let's say that your Brig goes in with Rally. What does that mean for you on the angle? You could probably play a little more aggressive. What happens if your soldier uses sights? You could probably play a little more aggressive. What happens if they use flux? You could probably play more aggressive. Now, what if they use coal? What if they are using their flux or their Bob? Well, you can take angles, but you have to understand that you're probably not going to get much help because everybody's dealing with something else. So this is just kind of like a good, like a good reminder of like good game sense, right? The Zarya's not even looking at you. Careful, I don't know why you drop and then you go right back up again. It's not good. Oh, that's unfortunate. And you're gonna die in 3, 2, oh, we call. Oh, we primal. Run, 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 run. They're primaling, right? They're primaling, right? You're not going to get any help against this Zarya. Unfortunate. Probably not worth dynamiting a primaling monkey. Very hard to hit, and it's better to just, unload damage on him. Now would be better. Back, 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 back. Now, why does Guardy need to back off chat? Same concept that we're talking about. Nugget sloth? What? Oh. I swear, console. Dive threat? More important than that. He's on the off angle before the fight. More important than that. Look at them. Look at things from a big person perspective. Can I turn on overlay here? How do you do that? Yeah, this is it. Here we go. What do you see, chat? What do you see? He's missing people, right? Like there's, his Brig and Moya are really the only people here. His Zarya's not there. His Sigma is not there, right? This is your team right now. Versus the enemy team who have closer spawns and are 1-up. They can all dive you, and who's going to punish them for diving you? Zarya? Sigma? No. Maybe Soldier, but that's it. So, again, just the macro standpoint is like, you play more aggressive when your team is ready to do stuff, or when you're using ultimates or something like that. Right now, you might get healing, but you're not going to get much else. Like, this is better. This is much better. And now look what's happening. Zarya's here. Sigma's coming, right? You are using your sights, huh? Nice. Unfortunate. Don't think you need Bob. Yeah, you should be okay. Yeah, you didn't need Bob. That's unfortunate. Again, chat. Question number 1. How long should Guardy stay here? This is a very similar question to what we were asking in the very first fight. Yeah. Couple of shots, maybe a dynamite. But if they get even close, you gotta leave. Why? Is this a bad position for Ashe to be? Is this spot on the map bad? No, it's not. It's a great spot. But why is it bad now? This is all the information you need. Exactly. If your tanks want to hold here or here, different story. But Put your supports are back here. You've got your team is coming back from spawn. What the heck? What the heck? Anyway, this is not where your team is holding. Your team is holding back, so you can only stay here for a little bit, and then you better get out. Even that was really overstaying. And the higher ranks that you go, they will punish you for that more and more. Now, chat, is this a better position for our Ashe? I ignore the corner, the fact that he doesn't have a corner, ignore the angle specifically. Is this a good angle? Is this a good corner, right? Like, that stuff is important, but right now, the big question, we're staying on topic here. Yeah, exactly. It's better, simply why? Because his flippin' team is here, right? His team is playing around this corner. This is so much, it's so much more important to position around your team than it is to position perfectly. Okay. Now stop. Use our brains again. We're being grabbed. Is Guardy gonna get healing? No, he's not. So, does that mean he has to play slow? No, he can play fast, but he has to understand that he's not going to get support. Unfortunate. Fight was lost. Would have been nice to have Bob there, I will say. I'm so cute. I know. Thank you, Zanzibar. Nice. 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 Good dynamite. A little bit of an angle there, going high ground. I like you actually shooting Sombra. Like, guys, Sombra is so easy to get rid of, guys. Focus Sombra. Sombra is a good hero to focus a lot of the time. Again, chat. How long should he stay here? I'm sorry, I know we're beating a dead horse here, but, like, I want to make sure that this is understood. My lips aren't blue. What are you talking about? 2 seconds, yeah. A little bit of spam, just like your Zarya, just like your Soldier, but your team obviously doesn't want to fight here, so you're going to back up. Okay, get out. Nice. I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to flank Bob, but you've already baited their attention up here, and they're going to keep pushing this out. So if you really want to flank Bob, you need to not even show that you're up here at all, and then wait, and then push out. This is really, 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 really bad. I'm colorblind, right? I'm being baited. I'm being baited. I honestly deserve it, though. That really sucks. So, chat, if you're gonna go for a flank play, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Here you go. All right, you ready? Ready for the world's best analogy? Exclamation mark, metaphor. Your sister, you're gonna do a surprise birthday party for your sister, right? You're gonna do a surprise birthday party for your sister, okay? What is the number one thing that you don't do? You don't go up to your sister a week before you do the surprise party and say, you know what would be really fun, Judy? If we did a surprise birthday party for you next year. I bet you'd never expect a surprise birthday party. Right? Now, did you just give it away? I mean, kind of, not really. You're not planning on doing a surprise party next year. You're doing it this year, right? But you got her thinking about surprise birthday parties. A different surprise, but you got to think about a surprise birthday party, which might get her down the, the rabbit trail to figure out what the deal is going on. Now, right now, you're planning to do a flank Bob, and you're planning to use this high ground. So you don't even want to have the Winston think about using this high ground. There's nothing there. Maybe the Soldier, you can't obviously control what the Soldier does, but don't even go, uh-oh, there's an Ashe out here, I got to clear her. There's nothing up there, Winston. There's nothing there. It's just a nice, quiet room with a health pack, a quiet reading room with apparently a chamber pot, so you can, take a dump while you're reading. That was a little crude, sorry. You know, a nice broken, you know, this is a 5-year-old's iPad, if I've seen anything. You know, and there's a nice inexplicable room, you know. So it's like, don't even get him thinking about, you know, clearing this out. Now, obviously, Winstons do like to do stuff like this. They like to go high ground, they go on flank, so there's always the risk of a Winston finding you, but you reduce the chance of that happening. Hey, house. I think I already said hey, house, but I'll say hey, house again. So, obviously, like you said, if he'd wait 2 seconds for a bubble to go down, he could have lived. So yeah, there's a lot of like little micro things there. You know, maybe he could have timed it a little better, but the major problem is that he's like, I want to do a flank bob here, and I was just there, but, you know. Alright, we've got to recontest here, especially with that kill. Oh, 2 kills. Poggers. Poggers, poggers, poggers. So they can't cap. Wait. Don't bob. Don't bob. Don't bob. You should be crouching right now. Instead, you're walking like a train. And you die. Awesome. You still get a kill, though. Crouch! Why are you so bad at being sneaky? Clonk, clonk. Look at them. They're like, oh, well, I guess she's going this way. Wait! Why would you even go right? And by the way, chat, what's the other problem here? It's not the fact that he's not crouching. It's actually even bigger than that now that I think about it. What's the problem here? What's the problem? Thick thunder thighs. Are they thick thunder thighs? No, they're kind of skinny. Nobody's doing anything. Half your team is literally in spawn. What do you think these guys are going to do? They've got nothing else better to do. I mean, just sit on point? Shoot the Reinhardt who's behind a corner? There's literally nobody there. If you had waited to do it till now they're shooting Ryan, they're shooting Zarya, they're shooting Moira, you know, and now they're not, it doesn't even matter if you bring out your big clunkers. They won't hear you because they're looking at this. Your timing and your positioning on the angles is really bad. But I want to take this moment to enjoy what this Lucio does. Look at my boy! Sorry, what? Did this man just pixel skip me? I'm sorry, we have to watch this guy. Huh. There's a legal 180 button? Makes sense. I'm just gonna let this sit here. Where's your team, mate? Where's your team? Yeah, your team is respawning. Great conversation in general chat right now. Not even respawning. They're here, right? This is where they want to fight. They don't want to fight here. So if you position here to do like a crazy goofy flank on them, that's fine. But don't give away your positioning until your tanks are doing like your teammate doing squat. Right? If you're going to do this, hide, wait till your tanks do something, and then you go. You're either going to get cleared out, demand a lot of attention, or you're going to die. And you got lucky. But you almost died. I got yikes. I got yikes. I got yikes, chat. Again, be very careful. Where are your tanks? Uzaria's backing off. You should be backing off too. Get off of cart. Please get off of cart. Please get off of cart. Bastion. Poggers. Ah! Run. Run. By the way, if this is what I'm talking about. Now your team is down a couple, but this is what you should have done when you initially went at this point at the beginning. The difference between this and when you did it earlier is the fact that these guys are actually doing something now. You see this? Brig's doing something, Mori's doing something, Zari's doing something, Bob is doing something. Bob is always doing something. You are in a better position to get value out of this flank than you were before. Look at this. You're not. Have you taken any damage? No. 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 They're not even looking at you. Now, obviously, this is console, but this is a perfect visualization of the same exact position. But all you do is you go there a second later when your tanks are actually doing something. Now, apply that logic to what you did here with the flank Bob, and now we have an epiphany. Terrible dynamite, yeah. Nobody's looking at you. Look at them. No, Bob is looking at you. The AI is looking at you, but nobody else is.
Much better.
How long were you there before they actually looked at you? 20 seconds? So, I would say, here's the deal. Like, avoiding the micro, because I feel like your dynamites need work. You know, your dynamites need work, your bobs need a little work, obviously your mechanics could use some work as well. But the biggest return on investment for you, by far, is you going, where are my tanks positioned? How am I going to position around that? And when are my tanks doing stuff? And how can I push around that? Be careful about spamming like this before your tanks are ready. Be careful about spamming like this before your tanks are ready. Be careful about spamming like this before your tanks are ready. You can do it passively, cautiously for a couple of seconds, but then make sure that you have everything ready and available and good to go around the position and around the time when your tanks are doing something, or when their tanks are doing something to your tanks. So, you know, it's not always the same as, like, you know, like, what if they're playing Winston D.Va and you're playing Orisa Sig? Like, you don't wait for your Orisa Sig to initiate, but you wait for them to initiate, you wait for your Orisa Sig to be in a position to shoot them, to spam them, to shield them, and then that's when you do something. Does that concept make sense to you? You want to take 6v6s. and I like the angles. I think you need to work with your dynamites, but they weren't terrible. I like that you were looking for angles and flanks with your bobs. I think that was great. But look to do that stuff as 6.